Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the Criterion Blu Ray edition of Moonstruck. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd, that Movie Guy 365. Okay, Moonstruck is here from Criterion Collection on Blu-ray, and I was very excited this was getting a release. I am a big fan of the movie. I'm not the hugest fan of Cher, but I think she did a really good job in this one, and of course we also have a young Nicolas Cage and Danny Aiello. This one is honestly a good kind of stage-ish play on screen type of movie, and it really holds up after several years. It's been at least 15 years since I've seen this one, and honestly I think it's still just as good as the first time I saw it. I really enjoy this movie quite a bit, and it has, I think I still get a lot of humor at that last scene in particular. Something about it just makes me laugh. And honestly, it's a cool movie. It really is, and worth checking out, and Criterion did a great job on this one. All right, we're going to talk about the picture quality and audio in just a moment, but first, let's do a quick unboxing. Okay, we have Moonstruck from the Criterion Collection here. Good looking cover. Honestly, it's kind of what I've expected from Criterion. So, and then we have the back, all the pertinent information, and then the spine, and then the interior. Nice little artwork there, and then we have a little booklet giving you just some basic info about the movie. So overall, very cool. It's a very nice edition from Criterion. So let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. Moonstruck has a 1:8:5 aspect ratio and was given a digital 4K scan for the 1080p Blu-ray. So how does the picture quality look? Now, I will say right off the bat that the movie itself has kind of like a dreamlike lens to it. I know that was definitely artist's intent as far as the director and the cinematographer goes, and it definitely translates very well on this new 4K scan. I think film grain is good here. Now, if you are not a fan of film grain, you will probably dislike this release in particular. I think it's a little bit heavy at times, but it's natural, and it's the way the movie looks, and I'm glad they didn't apply any kind of DNR or anything to it, because the movie already has a little bit of a softness to it. So I think adding DNR or some kind of digital scrubbing to erase or reduce grain would have probably hurt the overall product. Now, as it stands, I think it looks good. I think it's not going to be reference quality, but it has a fantastic look all on its own. I think black levels are probably the strongest aspect of this release. Nighttime shots, dark interiors, they're all rendered very well. No real elevation to speak of. It looks good in that area. Color levels are also nice here as well. Everything from flesh tones, they look good, they look natural. Certain clothing choices also pop off the screen very nicely. Signage, you know, the neon signs or the nighttime signs of New York City look good. And just the overall palette in itself is appropriate, it's natural, and I think it's well done here on the Blu-ray. Detail is also good. Once again, the film has a bit of an inherent softness to it, so you're not going to get a huge amount of detail here, but when you do get up close shots, it's well rendered. It looks pretty good in that area. Overall, I think the picture quality of Moonstruck is good. It's not a perfect reference quality. I've definitely seen a little bit better when it comes to 4K scans of films in a similar era, but I think for the picture quality, Moonstruck looks very nice. Moonstruck has a DTS 5.1 audio presentation. I have to say this is a very front-heavy kind of audio mix. There's not going to be a whole lot of immersive elements that are going to filter into your surround sound environments. Things like musical cues sound good. They definitely fill those rear speakers very nicely. And a couple of discrete ambient sound effects sprinkled throughout the movie. They're very rare. It's not going to be a consistent use of the rear environment, but it's there. But for the most part, all the dialogue and activity is rendered up front, and it does so very nicely, with dialogue coming through the center channel very clean and clear. Conversations are easy to understand between the characters. No lulls or anything like that. It sounds good. The fronts, they handle a lot of the activity through the movie, do so very well, and it sounds good overall as far as, once again, those musical moments, they definitely come through very nicely. The audio presentation on Moonstruck isn't anything that's going to be reference quality. It's very front heavy. It has kind of a stage-like quality as far as the movie itself goes, so I expect that. But yeah, DTS 5.1 is what we get here, and it sounds pretty good on Moonstruck. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Moonstruck from Criterion Collection on Blu Ray a B+. I think the movie itself, it has kind of a dreamlike softness to it. It's well rendered here. Black levels, colors are all natural. They look good. And the film grain I think is appropriate, a little heavy at times, but for people that enjoy it, like myself, I think it works here very well. For the audio presentation, I'm going to give this one a B. It's very front heavy. There's not going to be a whole lot of immersive elements in your rear speakers, but when the music kicks in, it does so very nicely. And I think overall, it sounds good. It's just not particularly a dynamic type of soundtrack. So that is my review of Moonstruck on Criterion Blu-ray. Let me know in the comments section below if you picked it up. What did you think of the presentation? In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guide 365. I will see you at the movies.